So I'm a smart cookie and I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but the one thing that I'm not very skilled at is being organized and housekeeping, cleaning sort of stuff. That's not my trip at all and never has been. And I've kept myself so busy in life. Before my injury, I used to run around like a chicken with my head cut off. So it was justified to not worry about stuff like dust in the corner when I was doing music theater productions, like heavy duty stuff. So, and working a full-time job because I've been working for a long time, as well as doing everything else. So who's got time? And then when I became injured, everything stopped. Like everything stopped, and I was bedridden. So then I couldn't do anything. And a year I was in bed. So it just was horrendous. And I realized then, I was so disorganized, I was in the hospital and I didn't know where my health card was. It was buried somewhere in the house. I had no idea where. Like, it was just stupid things that I was causing myself so much grief. And then when I started becoming mobile again, things were disorganized. So for example, every time I cooked something, there was a problem with the pot lids because I had them all on a pile, sitting on a pile on a shelf, and then it would be like this thing to find the right lid, and then all the other lids would go sliding, and it's this huge drama every time I cook. And anyways, all these little things were happening and I realized it had to get fixed. So it did. For my birthday, we had a lady come for 4 hours, and she got the place straightened out, and I saw the things that were a problem and identified them, and then we acted very quickly to fix them. The pot lids ended up getting this rack from HomeSense, and then you can stand all the lids up, so then I could see all my lids and grab the ones and put them back really easy. All the little things that every day you get annoyed with. We have a little filing cabinet now, so all important papers and IDs and whatever go in there. And, a shoe rack because we had these piles of shoes everywhere, and it was driving me nuts. I never had a place to put my purse, so my purse was ending up all over the place. So all those things, and that's what you have to do, is you have to go through the house, and every time there's something that you seem to do over and over and over again, write it down. Okay, this is a problem area. I don't have a place to put my keys. I always end up with a big pile of mail, or whatever it is. You do some, writing of all the areas in your house that tend to accumulate clutter, and figure out why it is and what can you change, move, add, or remove to help facilitate it becoming more organized. And today, or the last few days actually, I have been seeing evidence of how much more peaceful my life is. Where now, I can walk in the kitchen and not even look and grab the lid I need, and then I know exactly where to put it back. Because even putting it back was a pain in the ass. It was like playing Jenga. I have to put it down and make sure it didn't topple all the rest of them, and, whatever. You just don't want to do that. So now it's all fixed up, and I'm on this strict cleaning schedule. Because here's the other problem. If you're not like a neat, free, clean person, you'll scan a room, and if there's nothing like obviously out of the way, good enough, okay, it's good enough to go, and then you don't bother, and then that adds up. So what sorry, tinnitus, damn, concussion. So sorry. So that starts to add up, and then after a while you don't know where to start, or so many things in so many different places need to get doing that now you need a whole day to get it done, and who has a whole day? And you don't want to just make a little dent, so I'll wait till I have my next day off, and then your next day off you're tired and nothing gets done. So now I have this anal retentive cleaning schedule, and every Sunday I take some time and I sit and I look at my schedule for 1 week, and I plan all my meals. That's the first thing I do, is I plan what we're going to eat, and I make a shopping list based on what we're going to eat. So now I've got, a $200 bill has come down to about $100. I've literally cut my grocery bill in half by doing this. So it's been amazing. So that's the first thing I do. And then I take a mental inventory of what the apartment looked like when I left this morning. And it's like, okay, you know what? So today I'm going to do the bathrooms, and tomorrow we're going to do the kitchen. And, you know, Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment, and so let's be realistic. I'm probably not going to do anything. So we're going to say I'm going to do nothing on Wednesday, but Thursday I'm going to clean the living room, and Friday whatever it is that needs doing. And, you know, and then I always make sure I have a couple of days that I book that I don't do any kind of cleaning. And, you know, and I try and think of what I have to do that week and what would be likely reasonable for that day. You know, don't be all ambitious and be, I'm going to do the whole apartment on Friday. You're not going to do the whole apartment on Friday. So, or you're going to do a shit job. So I find by breaking it up by day. So for example, today, yesterday, thank God, was my cleaning day off, and I had a nasty migraine. And today I've had the tinnitus really bad, and my eye's been doing this glitch thing. I look like a robot that's shorting out. And the neurologist, asshole that he is, did tell me that that's a sign of fatigue. And I have to be careful because fatigue will trigger setbacks with post-concussive syndrome. So I have to be very mindful of that. So I had a bit of anxiety because today I'm supposed to do the bedroom, which is nothing, and 2 bathrooms. And that's a big deal because men use the bathroom. So it's a big deal to clean both of those. And I didn't want to, you know, a lot of bending over, and I can't bend over. So I'm thinking, fuck, I don't want this to trigger something. But I've been keeping up on it. So what ended up happening was I was done in an hour, and an hour with sitting down in between. So I did half the bathroom, sat down for a couple of minutes, went into the other half of the bathroom, sat down for a few minutes, and an hour, everything's done. So now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't have to go to bed till like 6. So I actually have a few hours to sit and, I don't know, do whatever I want, including nothing. And I probably should be nothing because I'm not doing well today. But yeah, you know, it just makes your life easy. So if it's something I need, oh yeah, that's another thing. We bought a car, so at the last minute I needed all these documents, and I knew exactly where they were. You know, I can't tell you it. And I know that for probably an organized person watching this, you're probably thinking, eh. But if you're not an organized person, you know, it's like finding Jesus. It's like this huge epiphany. I knew where my health card was. I didn't cause a catastrophe when I grabbed a lid today. You know, I don't have dishes in my sink because of that little dishwasher. I now no longer have dishes. These little things, these little investments you make. For example, that dishwasher was a huge splurge. You know, I ate potatoes for a month so I can buy that thing. But what it's done for my life is unbelievable. Just buying yourself that hour. You know, if you can keep yourself organized and keep things on time, you know, okay, in 1 hour I'm going to have this done. That gives me 3 hours. And you just have to sucker down and do it. And it takes a while to get into a habit, but from the most disorganized hoarder on the planet, what a difference. It's made such a difference in my well-being to come home to a clean apartment, you know, and to not have 1,000 things to do, to just have the one room to do that day, and to zip through it, get her done, and then, you know, be cozy for the rest of the evening. There's no more bickering in the house, you know, but because I'd get cranky. I would spend my 1 day off cleaning, and Buddy'd be on the lazy boy, and I'd be pissed, right? Now, this is like part of my mental health routine. It's more like stay out of my way, I'm cleaning. I have to listen to my music, I'm cleaning. But that hour that I'm puttering, it's puttering. And it's like a total, I don't know, you're letting go of the day. I'm sitting at a desk all day, so I'm physical, and it feels good to have my body moving for a little bit. It's that hour of cleaning is actually quite therapeutic for me and part of my coming down routine when I get home. And yeah, so grocery list, that's the big one. Finding areas that routinely have clutter or are problematic and fixing those. And having a cleaning routine that's broken down and easy and manageable. Manageable is the big thing. It's nice to say, you know, you're going to do something huge if likely on that day you're not going to. You know, even adjusting your food schedule, for example, last week or the last few weeks, because I've been shopping consciously and planning my meals. My meals are very healthy. Got 2 vegetables, I got my protein, you know, and I'm going all out a little bit too because I'm trying to make these healthy home-cooked meals wonderful. But I've just had to work 7 straight days in a row. Plus, I kind of exhausted myself at the X. Like I said, I've been triggering a little bit of fatigue. So I'm really pushing myself lately. So when I did this week's meal schedule, it was really lazy. You know, one night it's going to be a frozen lasagna I bought at Loblaws. You know, tomorrow is fend for yourself night. I asked the guys what they want, you know, what kind of man-friendly, do-it-yourself meal can I bring you home, because I'm not cooking tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment, and I'm just making things easy on me because this week I need it. And by being organized and planning in advance, you can do that. And you know, because my meal budget is so small compared to what it was before, today when I went in there and roast was on sale, I was able to buy a big fat roast, which isn't even on my meal plan. You know, so now I have a pork roast because that happened last week, and I have a other carcass roast in my freezer waiting for one of my future week's meal plans. And because I had the extra cash to buy it that I normally would not have, because, you know, I'm not planning, so I'm not shopping properly. So, you know what I mean? It's just what if you're not unorganized, did I say that? No. If you are unorganized, fix it. Call somebody, spend the money, invest in whatever you have to invest in, and do it, because your life, let me tell you, is just way more peaceful.